Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. There we go. All right. So, looking at today, we got one gainer up here, which is API. Oh my goodness. I almost lost my voice early morning. API up 128%. Behind that is a lesser mover of 23%. This one does have 27 million shares traded on it. Probably going to be quite active. We'll see if the what else pops up in the small cap world at the open. But for now, these are the things that are above 5 that are moving. It started at 294 down here. 295 went all the way up here to $7. Didn't have much movement on yesterday. This was pretty much all a pre-market move. And so we'll see how that plays out. Has that $5 whole dollar level down here. $6. I guess I can mark all of these, right? 6 and then 7 here. So $5 whole dollar level down there. Let's go and look at the news on this one. Actually, before we look at that, let's look at the FMOC or FOMC that I always say incorrectly. So today is the 2nd. Today we have Governor Mitchell W. Bowman at 11 a.m. building the community banking framework for the future. We have commercial paper and we have selected interest rates in the afternoon. All right, let's go to the news on API. Agora Inc. reports second quarter 2024 financial results, and that was in August. So it's October. It's been almost 2 months since the last news here from the company. Let's see what this company actually is. API. Profile. All right, Agora Inc. operates in real-time engagement technology business in the People's Republic of China. So a Chinese stock, the United States, and internationally. So it's for the most part, they named this first, People's Republic of China, then the United States, and internationally. The company offers real-time engagement platform as a service providing developers with application programming interfaces to embed real-time voice, video, interactive live streaming, chat, whiteboard, and artificial intelligence capabilities into their applications. It also provides video and voice calling. Okay, so a lot of software as a service and let's see, and platform as a service there. Okay, we'll see how that goes. It's up 126%. No real strong catalyst on it. Let's see about Tiger. TIGR is the next one down the list. Oh, I say Tiger. It might even be Tiger. It says UP FinTech Holding Limited, American Depository share representing 15 Class A ordinary shares. Do you have any news? This one also, last news was in August. All right, so no recent news on those. I see one popping up called Joby, JOBY, up 18%. Let's see if that one has any news on it. The SPY taking a dump right now, and NQ as well. Let's flip over to that real quick. I think that's a little bit more pressing. All right, so NQ came up here to the ATR highs. Once again, it's been trading downward after its fallout here and trading downward. So if it does want to go down, it has two levels that it could become bullish back on, which is the 1980s right here, really clear level down here that's been tested twice, or further down to the 19800s, or even further down to, actually all of these are in the 800. So this is 875-ish. This is 850, and this is about right around 800. I would say 825-ish. So we'll see which level it wants to stop at. But it is dropping right now, and SOXL, which follows the market, is now reversing, going nice and red-ish. SOXS is the one that should be going up right now. So yeah, it is going up because the market is reversing. It hit a little low point here at the 2146. For some reason, there was a little ramp up there. So we'll have to see, does it want to continue to hold those 22s? But as of right now, neither one of them are gappers, SOXL or SOXS. So I don't see any excitement over there. But we do see Joby continue to come up though. Joby. Let's go look at the news on Joby. Joby Aviation. And of course, we know that there are like different wars popping off, different things happening over in Israel. And so this is an aviation type news catalyst. And I'm wondering what is going to be the reaction to this catalyst today because of what's currently going on. So it says Toyota to invest $500 million in Joby Aviation. That's 20 minutes ago. Okay. So investment to be made in two equal tranches, with the first targeted to close later this year and the second in 2025. Funds will support certification and commercial production of Joby's electric air taxi. Investment terms to include plans to establish a manufacturing alliance for the first phase of commercialization. Will bring total investment from total Toyota Motor Corporation in Joby to $894 million. Okay, so they are set to invest $500 million, but the total is going to be almost, almost a billion, but not really. But that is a lot of money, though. Toyota Motor Corporation and Joby Aviation today announced that Toyota will invest, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's just a repeat of what I just read. Okay. Today's investment builds on nearly 7 years of collaboration between our companies. The knowledge and support shared by Toyota have been instrumental in Joby's success, and we look forward to deepening our relationship as we deliver on our shared vision for the future of air travel. Okay. So that's some news. Definitely some big money moves on Joby. It is only up 19%, but could go up. It is above 5. Started down here at not really a whole lot of pre-market action until just recently, because this was posted 20 minutes ago. It was going flat at 485, popped up here, and all it needs to do is just not crash out this whole thing, right? Stay above, $5, 490s, and continue to trade up. All right, and I think that one is going to probably end up beating out API and TIGR because it has news today, like right now, So will there be excitement? We'll see. It has 6 million or going towards 6 million shares traded on JOBY. And the SPY and NQ popped back up. Let's look back over here. It went red very quickly, but popped back up off of these lows right here of the 1945. But still an indecision to me. Looking over here on the scans, we can see NQ is just barely red, QQQ is barely red, and SPY barely red. So those could easily pop back up, and that potential for it to pop back up is what I'm kind of looking out for, and kind of like, okay, let me just not get caught in something where it pulls a red to green, and then we're back on the upswing. Oil at 71.95. Of course, a lot of people traded INDO on this oil rip when the war news hit. So it went down a little bit, 66, and then popped back 66 all the way up to 70s, fell down a little bit right under 70 and re resurged on oil. But we're gonna see. We shall see what will live out here. Now, already, kind of like to take into consideration some of these wicks. Is this going to be a wiki stock? It's only had two real movement candles here, but the first one went up here to 612, came back down to 577, where the body of this candle is, and then on the next candle went all the way back down to 550s, and now back holding 577. So could this be something that is going to be choppy during the day? Could. It seems like a longer term play as well. They said that this whole deal is going to, the first half of it will go through by the end of the year, and then the second half will go through by 2025. So could be a little bit longer term play on this one as it comes up. Jabi is a market follower. It has a beta score of 197. 197 there. Continue to move on up, 21%. Jabi looks like it has an ATR of 23 cents. It is a mid cap. So mid cap, 23 cents. Moving on out. So it may actually have even a slower mover than we think because it's not a small cap. So we'll have to see. Let's go look at shares float on Jabi. Shares float on Jabi. Okay, Jabi Aviation Inc., a vertically integrated air mobility company, engages in building an electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft optimized to deliver air transportation as a service. The company intends to build an aerial ride-sharing service as well as developing an application-based platform that will enable customers to book rides. Jabi Aviation was founded in 2009, and it is headquartered in Santa Cruz, California. And now for the where's the statistics? The statistics that I usually go to or summary? I forget. Let's see. Float. Ooh, that's quite large float for some day traders. 413 million in the float. It may be a chopper. So it's a lot of institutional holding, a lot of insider holding, almost half and half, but a little bit more on the institutional side based on, when was this reported? I think it's, let's see, when was the last update on this one? I don't really see it. Okay, short. So I see this one was updated 9/13. All the fours were 9/13. Can we find an 8 in here? Where's the 8s? Company's float. Okay. I don't see any date for the float, so I don't know. But that float is still pretty high. NQ continued to go down. But Jabi, a little bit high float. A little bit high float, for real. To be expecting a big move. Let's go look around at, what's that other one that was up here? Oh, NQ dump in there. All right, let's see what the NQ wants to do. It looks like it wants to revisit. It had a point of control right here at the 990.38 that is headed to. But I'm still seeing these stronger levels underneath it that could be a visitation point down here at the 9,800s, or some of these down here. Now this has been tested twice, so this one is a big one. Let's go to edit, and since that one's been tested twice, I'm just going to change that coloring. Could be, what do I want to change that color to? I don't know. Not blue. I want it to be something where I can really go like maybe yellow light. Yellow light. Okay, and then we know if it continues to fall though, if it falls, if it comes down here, there'll be a double test on this level. But if it gets momentum through this area of 19,874, then that's going to be a lot of momentum. It's going to have to slow down first. And I don't know if this next level will be able to catch it that well. So we'll see. If it does come all the way down here, though, I will be watching XOXL for a pop off of this level to reverse. Short term reverse down here at the 19.8, whatever. But we'll see, because neither one of them are gappers. And so there's no real excitement until it gets that push. And once it starts getting that push, I'm like, okay, let me see where I can capitalize on a short term reverse. I did trade XOXL like that earlier this week. Yesterday, actually. I traded it. Okay, it came down and dropped in here, and I traded it for a reverse. We look back here. Can I even see this? Let's see if I can. Can I make these unclear or something? Let's see. Whatever. But you can kind of see where it came down to yesterday, where it reversed off of this 9.8, and that's where I caught the bounce, and I just sold it quickly. But yeah, I'll do the same thing if I need to on today. Right now, the overall trend, we can see the big move was downward. And so I just want to, but we know the overall move in the market is bullish. But short term, I'm looking, hey, can I catch a little bit of a reversal? A little bit of reversal, right? On something that is gapping. All right. Anyway, API, crash. Jobby going on up as well. I would be willing to play Jobby. I know it's gonna be super choppy, but it is one of those. It is a market follower with 1.97. So if the market continues to dump, it may be a late follower of that dump and end up dumping a little bit later on in the day. But with that high float, I just don't want to get chopped up in this thing. That's the only concern I have with this one. And the NQ continues to push on, looking like it's going to go on down through the ATR lows here. So this is 3 bars taking out the previous profits here. 19,928 popping all the way up here to the ATR highs, not being able to break it, and then making a 3-bar stack to the downside, almost taking out this whole thing. The end of this candle is what, at the 19,930s, and we'll see how that breaks down. Oh, my volume is low. My volume is low. Let's see what we got. Testing, 1, 2, testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. Alpha, Alpha, Delta, Zenith, Cosmic. I don't know. Turned it up a little bit. If I need to turn it up some more, I can. Testing 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Good. Appreciate that, Lori. Did not know I was out here speaking in tongues. You didn't know what I was saying. Let me go back. So basically, I'm watching the NQ for today. I'm not trying to jump in on a down move. I want excitement to come in because the SOXL and SOXS, they have not gapped. So I want that excitement to come in, and then I'm looking for a short-term reversal. So right here, this level that I made yellow is 19,877, whatever, but it's been tested twice. And I'm like, if it can break that, can people get scared and momentum carry us to one of these levels down here, one of these white levels? And if it does, I'll be looking for SOXL for a reversal back to the upside off of one of these levels here. Other thing I was looking at was API. I wasn't looking at API. I just saw it up. It's up 124%. Moved from $2 up here to $7.35, but it hasn't had news since August. So I'm not too keen on that one. TIGR was one that was up 26%, and it hasn't had news since August. But then we pulled up Joby, or JOBY. JOBY, they're getting a 500 million investment from Toyota. Toyota, the car making company. Joby is the aviation company. So Toyota's trying to get into the aviation, XYZ, whatever. They said that the total amount was around 894 something million, almost $1 billion, almost, right? But they're the only one with news today. This happened. This news dropped probably the last 20-30 minutes, and they're trading around. The only issue I have with day trading it is that it is a high float. I think it's going to be a longer term play because they said that it's coming in two parts. One of the parts will be before the end of the year, and then the secondary part will be in 2025. Somebody is calling me, but anyway, let me see who's calling me real quick. Oh, don't call me like that, bro. I don't know you. Right. So anyway, yeah, but they have really good news. I just don't know if today is the day to start a position. I love to see it pull back some and then kind of just ride on out. But hey, it may go crazy. I don't know. It could go either way. It's up 21% right now. It is a mid cap, but it is a market follower as well. So if the market continues to drop, I'm expecting it to slowly follow it down if it's going to do it. But maybe it goes against the market because of the news catalyst that it has with Toyota investing all that money. So we'll just have to see. But yeah, that one's gonna be. I'm gonna put that one on my watch. And API and TIGR, I don't believe in them. Even if they go up, I'm like, I'm good with not risking money on that. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking at. We also have the Qs up here. I've never really, when I used to trade, I never looked at like Qs or NQ or beta or really trying to figure out what the overall market is really doing because I would look at the overall market like the NQ, but looking at that by itself was like, okay, it's red on the day, but I'm trading a penny stock that's going green. It's whatever on the day, but I didn't understand like the beta scores and all of that and how important that is to look at what the sentiment of a stock with the market. If it's got a negative beta score and the market is ripping up and it's going up, you better expect that thing to be like, oh, I need to go down. And it can get real dangerous. But yeah, I just started looking at the NQ, QQQ, and SPY. Those are the three that I really correlate with. If they're all red, I kind of am like, okay, there's some really bearish sentiment in the market. If they're all green, I'm like, okay, well, maybe there's some bullish sentiment in the market. But in combination with that, I'm looking for in play stocks. So things that have the volume, that have the excitement to them to follow the movement of the market or not follow the movement of the market. JOBY. Yeah, this thing's starting to wick already, man. I'm glad I looked at the float and everything. I'm just like, oh man, maybe a longer term play. It does not pay a dividend right now. They may in the future. I don't really know, but we'll see. We'll see. That's one of those wait and see ones. But I'm glad that I saw the news on it, and I'll probably add it to like a longer term outlook, especially since Toyota's jumping in there real nice and heavy. And maybe they'll even sweeten the deal for JOBY. All right, NQ cracking on down. Threw a little wick down through the oh come on. Threw a wick down through the bottom of this 19930. And I see space. I see space all the way down here. So If it comes down here very quickly, I may participate in a reversal at this level. I have to see, but I kind of want to kind of slow down. But it's already started this 3 bar descent already, so I don't really know at this point. It's just kind of like a wait and see type moment. And it could be a range play day if there's no excitement to push it down here, no real volume out of the open. It could just be a range play where it just comes right back up and just plays within this range right under the 20,000s. And that would make me completely wrong because I definitely don't know what it wants to do if it comes back up here. But my idea is for it to be coming down here to the 9,800s. And so I want to see if my idea is going to be right. And this is not where I'm buying. This is like where the idea starts. Okay, this thing is bearish. It's tested this level multiple times down here. What is going to be the price action down here around this level? Not just buying in and being like, oh, well, I hope it goes up, because it can easily stop before it gets to this level. XOXL had this little top up here, 34.42. Almost touched it again, and it's following the spot on down. And let's look at SOXS. Had this little touch right here, point of control, new point of control out here at 2173. And right now we have less than 5 minutes into the open. Out of the open, I really don't know which one of these I want to watch. I mean, we got API, which I think is going to fail. I'm not touching that one anyway. TIGR, both of those are ones that I just don't want to touch. The one with the real news isn't even up that much. So that's kind of, are people sitting on the sideline because of something happening? I know that we got Bowman speaking today at 11, but nothing from Powell or any of the real like bigger, I say real bigger, but any of the harder hitting speakers in the market today. So just keep my eyes open. There may be something cheaper that's moving. It'll pop up on my small cap gap scanner or my small cap no gap scanner. What I've seen is I've some of my losers or a lot of my losers from early trading was trading something that just pops up midday. It's not a gapper, it just pops up and it's up 20-30%. And I'm like, oh, what is this? And then by the time I finish reading the news and everything, guess what? It's coming down. So I'm like, eh. So I made a scanner just for that. Two of the stocks that was on it yesterday was INDO and Hustle. They were not gappers, but by the midday they had made significant moves because of the oil and the war and all of that stuff, right? So got that scanner, and then this one pretty much is looking for gappers, things that are gapping up 20-30% and holding those 20 and 30%. And then I got a large cap scanner. I haven't really traded mid caps like that. And well, I say like that. I haven't traded mid caps well because a lot of times they get so choppy. They get super choppy and I just get tore up. So I just focus on small caps or large caps with a lot of range. Like I'm not trading large caps that only have like a 40-cent ATR. That makes no sense because Tesla, Nvidia, all these large caps, they actually move. They move $5 in a day. So why be trading something that's 40 cents? So I have that scanner just for that if something wants to pop off. But if it doesn't have range and it's a large cap, it's probably gonna be super choppy. Super choppy. And I can't deal with it. NQ is pulling on back up, made a little low here at the 9921. And like I said, my idea was down here, but it's showing a little bit of buying pressure with 2 minutes to the open. And if it comes back in here, I'm lost. I don't know what this thing wants to do. It has definitely not, it's already obliterating my idea of it getting down here and trying to test these levels again. But this would be creating a higher low. So if it were to come in back in here and then come down and retest this level and hold up, that would be a higher low. And that would change my idea. I would be like, okay, well, tomorrow I would look for it to possibly continue to hold up and break these highs that it's got up here right at the 20K, 20,000. But we're about to get the open here in 20 seconds. And as so far, I haven't found anything that I can make a definite plan on. But we will stroll through the watch list here. We'll stroll through top to bottom, starting with API and ending with Tesla down there. All right, here comes the open. Open, let's see if it wants to reverse or does it want to go ahead and break this little bottom down. Reverse, 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 reverse. Don't reverse, please. Please don't reverse. We want to see you down here. All right, let's start our circulation. First with API. ATR is out here. ATR high is the 647. ATR low is 562, up 126% with no news since August. TIGR already going towards the ATR lows. ATR high was $8. ATR low is $7.56. JOBY, big move down towards ATR lows already. ATR highs up here at 587, down to 15%, 16%. BEKE, 10 million shares traded on it. If it'll load. Come on, buddy. Come on, B. Come on. Oh, it's not loading. Oh, well. Let's go to FIXI. Trash, up 5%. It isn't really a market follower or anything. Let's go to NIO. NIO has been making moves a couple of days, but I left that alone because the ATR was 46 cents. If you're going to be a large cap, I want you to be trading like a large cap, moving dollars. SQQ headed upward as the SPY continues to go down. Looking like my plan is coming into fruition. I like it. Let's look down here. NQ. Oh man, it's popping back up. Stupid thing. Broke down just a little bit, popped right back up to the ATR low. Oh man, somebody's trapped in there. So like I said, if it comes back in here into this indecision level, I don't know what this thing wants to do. And right now it's looking real bullish. So, and the SPY, let's see what the SPY is doing. Okay, the SPY isn't in agreement with this yet. The SPY is still headed down. Is it gonna reverse? Let's flip over to the SPY real quick. SPY sometimes moves a lot slower than the NQ. The NQ makes these huge moves and then the SPY reacts. So SPY coming back up to the ATR lows, hit a low down here of 566 and coming back into this level. See, now I don't know what the NQ wants to do. And like I said, this is why I planned for this ahead of time. Hey, if this happens, I'm just at a loss. I don't know what's going on. So what does that mean? I sit on my hands until I see something that is worth it. So it may come back here and just rip through the top. I don't know what it wants to do. You just kind of got to let the price action play out. And it held the ATR lows. And will it retest these highs or even 20,000 itself? I don't know. I don't know. I do see a lot of little ebbs and flows in here. Buyers coming in, then failing to push it back up. But if it can hold under the 20K today, that'll be dope. And I'll be looking for a move down maybe tomorrow or something. But if it wants to rip all of this, I'm not going to be a part of it. Because that's not a part of the plan. The plan is down here going bearish and catching a pop on SOXL. All right. API absolutely looking like it wants to dump through the $6. Oh, it already did. It's moving. It's just not updating. Okay, there it goes. All right, through the $6 there towards the ATR lows. Probably gonna go below 100% here soon. TIGR though, I don't even understand why this or how this is up with this no catalyst that it has, but it is moving up. And so at this point, it is where the excitement is, but it's excitement without catalyst. So you just gotta kind of be quick. Had a high up here of 845, ATR 52 cents on TIGR, and visiting this top little body level here of 825s, pushing there. But we have not seen a pullback on that one. And does it even have a reason to be bought back up is the question. Is it just going to continue to push, 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 and then drop big? I don't know. Another kind of thing where we're like, well, whatever happens, happens. 13 million shares traded on it though. All the way up there to the 845 top. And it has a 50 cents. So it's almost, it broke out of here, almost touching the 850s up there, that $half level. 848s. Almost getting there. Up 35% right now. As API continues to just dump on down, dump on down. So as the leading gapper, I really don't like it. No real catalyst, just, you know, there's a 50-51, small little breakout, and now what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. Now we saw that the past couple of weeks there's been small caps that have just ripped. You know, I think S or XHG was one, and then it fell all the way back down to 30 cents. I think that's the one I'm thinking about. XHG. Maybe. Oh yeah, it is this one. So it ripped from 98 cents all the way up here and fell. So I'm wondering, is this pattern going to continue where breakouts continue to fail? Look at all these failed breakouts up here. Got up, blamp, 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 and then one big one from 250-ish all the way down here to 30 cents. Okay. Back up to Tiger, and there is the pullback. There's our wick. But can they continue to push it down under the ATR highs? Right now, in my book, it's still bullish. As long as it holds the $8 level. If it breaks that down, I think it's gone. NQ continue to push down. I didn't even see that one continuing down there. Come on, where we at? Where we at? Get me over here. All right, NQ continue to get a body down here. So I'm just going to be sitting and waiting for it to enter these levels down here around the 19.8s. Hopefully it can do it with quite a bit of momentum here and get a nice little move. Getting that move on down to this 19.877. I want to see it break this with some real gusto and not reclaim it. I want to stay under this level. Continue to go down. So XOXS, where did that go? That should be up right now. SOXS. Yeah. Okay, it's in indecision. Was not able to break over the ATR highs. Just in indecision right now. And I don't like these wicks at all. Is SOXL wicking like that too? Let me see. If it closes like that, yeah, there's some indecision in the market. I don't like that. All right, TIGR coming back down to 825s. And just looking like the previous days. It's so rare that these small caps just continue to go up, and you be in the right part of the trade, right? A lot of times these breakouts, when it breaks a high like that and fails, it's really gotta get on it. But a lot of times when it does do a breakout, since so many people know that, they'll short heavy. And so they'll build a short position. So we'll see if the shorts will have to cover on a re-break of this 845. Well, it's bouncing up there a little bit on a re-break of this 845 level, because we already know they're in there. They said, oh, a little break, let's get in. All right, pushing on down a little bit. Let's jump back over to API. Hasn't decided to crash out yet. Jobby going on down as well. Like I said, it's a higher float, so most day traders are looking at this like, can I make my money in the first 15, 30 minutes? Or can I make it in 15 or 10 minutes, right? They're not looking to hold a long time. And so Jobby is just not giving a whole lot of opportunity to the upside, being up 12%. Oh, I said we are going to look at Tesla. Let's see what Tesla's down here doing in NVIDIA. Oh, looks like NQ hit my little level there. Bounced up a little bit, but I wanted it to get some real push through this level. Come on now. Okay, there we go. Touch this. So that's 3 times that it's been down here. And I'm going to continue watching this throughout the day and looking for it to get below this level and show me that it wants to actually hold for a nice reversal move back up. Or maybe it'll just pump through all of these. And I'm like, well, if I do take a position, just set a stop, and don't get crushed on a continued move down. But right now, SOXL is nice and red on the day, but still not even 1% down. So I really don't know what to do with this one. And then where's XOXS? Having a SOXS looking like it wants to do an ATR break but hasn't yet. When I do take the ATR breaks, I'm usually looking for it's like a body above the ATR. The ATR up here is $22, and so I'm looking for a body up there. But at this point, just struggle season in indecision until it breaks out. But it did test these lows already. All right, there it is, breaking down the level again on NQ. All right, there we go with the gusto. Nice big move down in here. And y'all already know what I'm going to be looking at. So I'm looking for this thing to start to hold maybe the 850s, maybe there. But I'm looking for a candle signal that there is buying pressure here. I just don't want to jump in and be like, oh, yeah, here we go. I want to see some real buying pressure come in here and show me that it wants to go back up. Right now, though, big moves down, can't do anything. But I'll be watching SOXL for a little bit of a reversal, or SOXS. I'll have to see which one I want to do. But if it gets too late in the day, I'm not going to be doing anything. Top losers, I see one that has moved down 20%. Humana. Okay, this is Humana Insurance and all of that stuff. Moved down from, what was that high? High of 383 down here to 207. It does pay a dividend, so let me look at that real quick. What's that dividend on that? Humana. Then I'm gonna have to jump out of here and get this morning meeting real quick. Okay, dividend of 88 cents. So 88 cents per share. It's been paying this dividend since 2011. Started at 25, 28, 29. It's like it's just been raising. It's almost looking like AT&T's, where they just continue. It may become a dividend king, but it has to do this for 25 years. That's the only thing. So yeah, been raising. But the price of Humana is $2.19 right now, and we'll see if it continues to come down or not. But anyway, that is pretty much the stream on today. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm looking at, and keeping JOBY in my thought process, but not as a day trade. I'm like, it's good news, but as a day trade, I don't know. Not too sure. Okay, so we've hit the second level here, and then my third level was right here at the 19,821. If it hits all of them, that'll be great. And I'll be looking for some type of pickup here, but as of now, I don't really know. We're still not to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, this is the one, you know. Anyway, I got to get out of here and get to this morning meeting. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, definitely hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. And I will be back on Friday. Stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if you want to continue the conversation, we do have the Discord, which we jump in and continue to, go over things. But glad that the plan is looking like it's going the way. Now, the only thing that will be bad here is if this thing does not reverse. It wants to just dump and keep dumping, right? And this is why I'm waiting for confirmation. We got this huge red candle. It stopped right here above the last one. I want to see it try to break this. I want to see it try to break this. This isn't enough confirmation for me. But yeah, appreciate you guys once again. And as always, I will see you guys on Friday and probably next week too. So we'll see how the week is going. But the week's been going good. I only took one trade this week. It was green. What I've been doing, I was talking to Donnell in the Discord. I'm just getting in and being right, taking the money. A lot of times I'm up 200, $300. Just take it. I'm not gonna wait and see if levels hold. I'm gonna just take it. And it's been working. So the patience thing it works sometimes, but you really got to have some good catalysts and really be patient because sometimes it doesn't even happen to the end of the day. But yeah, that is it for today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.